Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. And Josh Hill has it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike 56, Mike 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On first down, Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, Kamara. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Kill.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And Kamara has it stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Kiko Alonso able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of a yard. After the sack on first down, Wilson flush to his right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
Let's go. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's caught, Lockett, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here we go, let's bring it. Easy. Let's bring it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Michael Thomas, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Mike's 54. 54.
Now it's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar? Trophy.
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes has gathered together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
That one good for 26 and a first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Alert. 54. Mike 54. Yeah, that's what I do. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
To throw again is Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
56, Mike, 56. Come on,
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56 to Mock, boys. 56. Check 56.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Throwing now is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check. Tempo.
This is Homer. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Good. Well, Mike's 54.
3rd and 2, now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Going on the ground with Homer. Room here to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this Second quarter.
Mike 5-4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 99. Check 99.
Watch the edge.
19.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. Going for it all. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
14. Go. Mike 54. Mike 54. Kill. Check your hot read.
Got it. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. And his throw here's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Under 10. 10.
Kill.
One flip. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Zebra.
Let's go one more. Off. 54's Mike. Check.
On 3rd down, Wilson flushed out right. And that will be incomplete as well. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Myers able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're starting to put some space here. First quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Kill. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Blue there. Hey, easy. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Defense wins check.
Breeze now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. they have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now Breeze on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw is Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Hey, tight. Shoot.
He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left. And got his man complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 82 yards. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check right 54. Right 54. Tighten up. Pull together.
Now Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Over.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
13.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Get in the weight room. Hey, check Mike 50.
Breeze now on first down.
I'm coming after you.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. Breeze now, 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Hey, easy.
Mike 50.
21.
You ain't got nothing. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike. 65.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And that's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Let's go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Breeze to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Breeze going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass, incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Breeze again. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Pretty move. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. He returns the kickoff and even 90 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Breeze finding Kamara. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Jim. Check. Alert. Good job right there. Sean.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left. he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Lynch. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
14. Bring up. Bam. 54. Mike, 54. We own them. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson is complete to Lockett. And brought down, but not before they're inside.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconception.